You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They always want you to, you know what these rappers, all these singers, all these big rappers y'all look up to? They always tell you what the good part about, but they never tell you what the bad part. And that's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they dealing with emo spirits. They dealing with killing themselves. They dealing with, man, come on, man.
By the time Osiris Dunn hit his limit, it was game over. Sources close to the courtroom scene say this man didn't just break down, he snapped, and not without reason. Word is, he's finally ready to let it all out, every shady secret. So, what really happened between him and Diddy down in Jamaica? Once you start putting the pieces together, this whole situation starts looking real messy. Back in 2021, both YK Osiris and Diddy were in Jamaica at the same time. At first, it just seemed like a wild coincidence, until people remembered YK was in a financial freefall back then. He had just hit Instagram telling everyone he sold his Lamborghini, his Rolls Royce, even his Cadillacs. Man straight up said, "Humble yourself." So folks started scratching their heads. How does someone drowning in debt suddenly show up in a fancy villa in Jamaica, living it up like he's got no money problems at all? YK was out there posting like he was on a solo healing trip or something.
This thing gonna be yourself. I ain't gonna cap to you. I got a floss for you, nigga. God, I ain't got a floss for you, nigga, man.
Then boom, he reposts a pic of Diddy, shirtless in a pool, throwing up prayer hands emojis. Right after that, a photo of himself getting a naked massage with the caption, "Listening to that Diddy, eating that good fruit, and enjoying the beautiful weather." Wait, what? This ain't adding up. A broke man flexing in a private villa, sharing photos that look more like soft clues than random moments? Yeah, good fruit. Okay then. But things got even more suspicious when YK posted a pic of himself bent over a plate of fruit, trying to serve high fashion vibes like he was on a modeling gig. But here's the kicker. People were convinced Diddy was the one taking the photo. After that, the internet started watching real.
But Diddy though?
He said yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was with a shawty.
All right, but Diddy was there.
No, he was a whole other different.
Oh, so they just made this up?
Yeah, they made it up, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he was in a whole other different area. Like, he was like...
Have you ever met Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay, did he ask you to party?
Yeah.
Party?
Man.
Don't he put his fantasies on you.
Bad tonight.
Man. Every time I went I did, that man's the vibe. That must be Diddy vibe.
Close. One user commented, "The moment I didn't see no woman or even a trace of family, I just knew it was a man who sponsored that trip. And that energy, it had the streets talking loud. This wasn't looking like a simple vacation, it was giving something else entirely." Then, out of nowhere, YK's baby mama jumped in and shut the door on all the guessing games she posted on her story. "Stop asking me what happened with my BD. I caught him with a man." Boom, she dropped that like a bomb. And this wasn't some outsider.
We live in the DR.
Hey, listen. Happy birthday, my nigga. Happy birthday, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We out here making sure we celebrate the homie V-Day. And then also, like, there's a lot of bags to get when you brainstorming amongst a lot of creative minds. So we all tapped in. Then we quick mastermind.
This was someone who knew what was going on behind closed doors. But the awkward levels hit the roof when YK sat down for an interview on The Breakfast Club. Charlemagne straight up brought up the rumor, asking if YK was Diddy's boy toy. And man, it was hard to watch. YK started cheesing big, messing with his hoodie, and couldn't look anyone in the eye. He said no, but everything about his body language was screaming something different. This wasn't just a denial. It looked like a full-on meltdown. Alleged Boo Diddy? Yeah, that name kept coming up, but the vibe was weird. Like YK was reliving something he wasn't trying to talk about. He straight up avoided bringing up anything about Jamaica. He stumbled, dodged, mumbled, like his brain was saying, "Don't go there." But let's be real.
I ain't gonna hold you no more. I ain't gonna hold you no more.
You owe me 60 bands, and you have to perform the song right now in the crib. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? I'm giving you an out. I'm not Baby, I'm not Boosie. You don't owe me no 2 rags, 5 rags. You owe me 60 bands. I'm playing the song right now. You ready? I need a full. You won't owe me no money right now. I swear, I need a full performance though. The real shit though. I'm serious.
You just gotta be ready.
This ain't just about Diddy anymore. Once people started piecing things together, Drake's name slid right into the mix too. There's always been quiet rumors floating around about him keeping things real private behind the scenes. Then that one video hit the net, Drake pressuring YK to sing after losing a $60,000 bet. The whole energy? Office. It didn't sit right with a lot of folks. The way Drake leaned in, demanding that performance, it felt more intense than playful. When people questioned it, Drake brushed it off, calling it homie love. But nah, the vibe was way off. Then boom, another video surfaces, YK doing sit-ups on Drake's private jet, looking mad uncomfortable. Like not joking around uncomfortable, more like I can't say no uncomfortable. The energy felt forced. One user even commented, "You struggling with them push-ups? Looks like a humiliation ritual. Some sick stuff probably goes down off camera." Another added, "They got him out here doing weird things, and it's hard to ignore." And YK? He's always ending up in viral clips.
Yeah, because nobody would ever say that one.
Oh, yeah. So here goes Envy.
They said he was Diddy's boy toy.
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
YK Osiris in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
See?
Getting laughed at, embarrassed, or just plain set up to look foolish. But it didn't stop there. Drake went ahead and posted a pic of YK's brand new haircut, a style clearly inspired by that certified lover boy hardhead look. And the caption? Red, burnt the F out.
With Drake, remember you had to sing for Drake?
Nah, but Drake my brother though. Like that's my boy. So it's like when we bet and gamble, like it's really ain't about no money. It's really about this fun. Like we bet $100,000. But we like it's like really like brother love. Like that's my boy.
You really one of one, YK Osiris. Not long after that, YK did something that had everybody raising eyebrows. He went and got Drake's OVO owl tattooed on his leg. Yeah, you heard that right. That move had folks fully convinced. Something strange was going on behind the scenes. The whole vibe just kept getting weirder and more confusing by the day. Then it all started to make sense. YK went live and broke down in tears on camera. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He said straight up that he didn't want to be here anymore. He talked about the demons chasing him, how music wasn't paying like it used to, and how the people in the industry he thought were friends, turns out they never really had his back. And this didn't sound like someone chasing attention. This sounded like raw, unfiltered pain. But that wasn't the end of it. YK came back later with another emotional rant, and this time, he went deep. He started pulling the curtain back on how shady the music game really is. He claimed rappers out here lying, pretending their success came from blessings and faith. But behind closed doors, according to him, they're worshiping something else entirely. That's when the darker theories started creeping in. According to several media outlets and insiders close to the situation, Diddy and a few other big names weren't just doing things for the clout. This wasn't about likes or going viral. It was something way more twisted. Turns out, it was allegedly way deeper than anyone thought. Word on the street is that certain powerful figures in the industry manipulate young, up-and-coming artists, pretending to be their friends, showering them with luxury trips, expensive gifts, and attention. But once they have earned that trust, that's when the real game begins. Insiders claim there's a dark, twisted ritual at play, where elite players feed off the energy of younger men to stay relevant, rich, and youthful. And guess who's at the center of those whispers? Diddy. People say that's exactly what was happening at those now infamous parties. And YK, he might have been one of the sacrifices. Even popular psychic Sloan Bella came forward and dropped a heavy bombshell. She made it very clear, this wasn't about Diddy being into men. According to her, it was about using spiritual energy through disturbing ritualistic acts that most people couldn't even fathom. She even claimed that Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex, was working on a tell-all book before she passed. Sloan said Kim had started uncovering the truth, and that's when everything changed. Sounds wild, right? But take a look at YK's career before all this chaos. He was doing okay, rubbing shoulders with big names, releasing music, staying in the spotlight. But after the breakdowns, the IG lives, the emotional rants, and those so-called spiritual awakenings, his career crashed. It's never been the same. One commenter put it bluntly, "I always felt like Diddy didn't have talent. He stole it. Now I know. He was literally draining it from his artists on some spiritual level, left them with nothing." But just when you thought this wild story was winding down, boom, Ray J's name gets pulled into the madness too. So here's where things really start.
You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They always want you to, what these rappers, all these singers, all these big rappers y'all look up to, they always tell you what the good part about, but they never tell you what the bad part. And that's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they dealing with emo spirits. They dealing with killing themselves. They dealing with, man, come on, man. I want to get out this music industry because this is not for me. But I do it because I feed my family. But I don't want to be in this. This is not what God want me to do. God don't want me to do this. But I do it to feed my family. And I want to get out this. I want to get out of the music industry because yes, you go through pain. You go through this because this is what the devil wants you to go through to destroy yourself. Like I say, you can't use Drake with me. You can't use Lil Baby because they don't with me no more. So you please don't use that. You haven't seen me around Drake in a minute or Lil Baby, a long time. So let's get that out the door. Please don't use that no more. Like, I'm not a leecher, like, for a reason. But like, I want to die. Like, I want to myself. I want to like leave this earth. I don't have no friends. Y'all see who I'm with? Nobody. I'm nobody. Nobody nearest me. Nobody around me. Nobody is like near me.
To connect. Apparently, Ray J was the one who first introduced YK to Diddy. People are saying he was the bridge, like he personally handed YK over. And if that wasn't strange enough, just a few months after that Jamaica trip, Ray J randomly popped up in the Dominican Republic, just to surprise YK on his birthday. While he was there, Ray J dropped this cryptic line. There's a lot of bags to get when you brainstorming amongst creative minds. That bag talk, it hits completely different. Now, what exactly did he mean by that? But Ray J's name ain't just floating around for that reason. He's been facing all kinds of other claims too, from allegedly supplying nose candy to icons like Whitney Houston and Wendy Williams, to throwing around threats live on air and flexing hard with the money team. The man's always surrounded by chaos, and it's that same energy that seems to follow YK's story, except this time, it's way darker. The fallout wasn't just viral embarrassment or awkward interviews. This was emotional wreckage. From chilling in Jamaica with no clear reason, to getting another man's symbol tattooed on his leg, to going public with thoughts of walking away from it all, YK looked broken. This didn't look like a young artist wilding out or making reckless choices. This looked like a full-blown cry for help, like someone who got caught up in a system that only loves you for what you can provide, and once you're drained, it dumps you. And now, with Diddy's empire crumbling, word is YK Osiris might finally be ready to break his silence, for real this time, and reveal everything he claims went down behind closed doors. YK's been sitting on receipts. We're talking messages, voice notes, even contracts that paint a much darker picture of just how deep he was caught up in all this. And now that the empire around Diddy is falling apart, he's not the only one thinking about speaking out. But here's the real question. How much does he actually know? And will he live long enough to tell it all? One user commented, "He seems so vulnerable. That's exactly why they used him." Another said, "YK didn't look happy at that Dr. Link appearance with Ray J. His energy was so low. Honestly, Ray J barely treated him like a real person. But the man standing behind Ray J, he got all the camera time. It's like YK's whole role was to be the one everyone laughed at. And now, it's finally clicking. None of this was random. Our thoughts. We know you do. Drop them in the comments and let it all out. We want to hear what you think is really going on here. And if you're riding with us for the truth that doesn't sugarcoat, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and tap that bell so you don't miss a single twist. Catch the next video. We're already digging deeper. And trust, you do not want to miss what's coming next. See you on the next one.